Super Idol di Charo, donate me to 10 by Chung for the.
Okay, so I came across this tweet on Twitter. What a wonderful tweet it is. I pretty much kind of agree with this low key. I think it's really, I think it's real. I think this is like a pure, like, factual statement, somewhat. Um, they say, now that I've finished all three Dragon Age games for the first time, I want to say Origins was definitely the most immersive for me. Dragon Age 2 was the one I emotionally connected with. Dragon Age Inquisition was just a dating simulator with occasional obstacles. Okay. Okay, now hold up. Um, I agree with like 70% of this statement, but this is also like opinion. It's so all the Dragon Age games. I mean, like they're different games, right? And so it's just like it's nothing's really super factual, like in terms of like opinions. You know how opinions are like really one sided and shit. Um, for Dragon Age games, it's opposite. Opposite. Everyone has their own tastes and stuff. Um, Let me start with Origins. The most immersive for me. Oh, I'll just say this about all the Dragon Ages. I was immersed in like all the games. You know, it's all Dragon Age. You know, I love Dragon Age. I love Dragon Age. But I all the games. I was immersed in all the games. I think the story in all the games were pretty good. Um, but for Origins specifically, I will say Inquisition was my first game. So this is probably likely biased, but I like the story in Inquisition a lot. I like the overall story. I mean, it's the story in general for Dragon Age is kind of like a continuation, low key, just going on, you know, as time goes by. But I like Dragon Age. I think I connected with it, Dragon Age Inquisition the most. Probably because it was my first Dragon Age. But anyways, um, in Origins in Dragon Age 2, because I played Inquisition first, I knew what was going to happen in those two games. Like, I kind of got spoiled on, you know, the main things. So, I guess that's also partially why I don't really feel a deep connection to the first two games. I still love them, right? You know, it's Dragon Age, but it's just not as deep as Inquisition, where I replayed Inquisition, I think, like 13 times, probably more than that. Yeah, so, anyways. Um, but Origins, I agree. Very immersive, especially for the environment. It's like dark fantasy, so it's pretty unique in that respect. A lot of games are like super like fucking high fantasy and shit, and you know they're all similar to each other. But Dragon Age Origins is like really unique, so you can I understand like this is like really fucking like immersive for a lot of people. I agree in that front. I really do, and the story is unique too. You know, and with all Dragon Age, it's like you're pretty much in the game, you know. It's like one of those games, like you create your own character, like you are your own character. So I feel that. I feel that. Dragon Age 2, this is where I disagree. Um kind of sick. I'm not trying to like, you know, get into a coughing fit. But anyways, Dragon Age 2, the most emotionally connected. And I'm not saying this because this is like I guess like out of all the Dragon Ages, people hated this like the most, low key. Um, I still like it though, in my opinion. It was like really, there was a lot of hate for it when it came out, from what I've heard. Yeah, a lot of people don't like this game. It's fair enough, fair enough. Understandable. But anyways, as for Dragon Age 2, the main thing with me is like the companions. I do not like those. Dude, listen. I romance Anders. Holy shit, so fucking annoying. Like they try to do like Alistair, Anders, Colin. They're all pretty much the same fucking thing. It's the same fucking character. Look, it's not. But I'm just saying like the type of character that they're going for. Like when you have a group of companions for like each Dragon Age, they're in the same category, right? And Anders just felt like I guess like I wouldn't say like the most lifeless, but oh my gosh, like he just felt like Jesus Christ. It's kind of cringe with him. I don't know how to describe it, but I romanced him. It's like he's kind of like bipolar ish. It's like, oh, sweetie buns, and then like he has like a random attitude moment. I'm just like, excuse me, the fuck are you talking to, nigga? Yeah. I'm trying to chill my voice. I don't want to speak too loud, or I'm just gonna like start randomly coughing. I'm sick as shit. But yeah, and then he just randomly nukes the entire fucking city. You know, spoiler alert. I mean, whatever, sure. But yeah, so he nukes the entire city. He's a little his attitude. It's just too much for me. Fenris, I mean, he cool. That's about it. I mean, I romanced him in my second playthrough. I mean, he cool, but like, you know, yeah, it's just, yeah, whatever. Everybody else, all the other companions, Aveline, Josephine, I mean, they cool. I mean, but it's just like I don't really feel like a deep connection to any of them except for Varric, obviously. But it's really just Varric. And I will say, out of the bunch, my favorite companions besides Varric is just like probably like Aveline and then like Josephine. Everybody else, oh, and Dog. Everybody else is like, I don't really like them. And Meryl, I don't really like Meryl either. Meryl's fucking annoying. Um, God damn. Sebastian's also fucking annoying too. Holy shit. He's like a blank slate though. He's just like so plain. He's just like a goody boy, you know. He's like, I understand he's a DLC character, but it's just like it makes me not even want to play the DLC just to get him. Kind of, you know. Yeah, I really don't care about him. Anyway, so that's my thing about Dragon Age 2. Just not really connected to the characters. Although I did enjoy the game, yeah. But I would say, I guess it's my least favorite. Yeah, I guess it's my least favorite Dragon Age. And it's not because it's like the worst one, but it's just like, it's really just the companions for me, low key. I didn't really like them like that. I mean, it's still cool. It's Dragon Age, you know, characters. I'm always gonna like the characters and shit. You know, I like the story, but nah. Dragon Age Inquisition, I agree. Yeah, I completely. Dating simulator with occasional obstacles. Occasional obstacles being the fucking hinterlands, being the fucking fetch quests and shit. You already know. Yeah, I feel like the like when you have romances in the first two games and shit, you don't really get that many cutscenes at all. You know, it's not really like the forefront because the forefront is the main story. But in Inquisition, the forefront is the fetch quests and then the fucking romances and shit, you know. So yeah, it's like it's literally like you do a couple fetch quests and then you go back to your companion, or you progress the story, or you know that's pretty much it. It's pretty much it. I'm trying not to cough. Trying not to cough. Because I don't want to edit the video. I don't want to go back. I'm too fucking lazy for that shit. You know, I kind of stopped doing that a while back. I still kind of edit low-key, like slight edits, but you know, yeah. Anyways, yeah, like if I'm doing like a gaming video, then I'm for sure like editing it, you know, for like the highlights and stuff. But you know, stuff like this, I don't really like editing. Anyways, yeah, Dragon Age, dating simulator, 100%. Because it's like, especially because the game is just like really open worldish and the main story is just like it's not the most of your hours. Most of your hours is just gonna be in like a random fucking Minecraft biome or some shit. I don't know. Maybe you're in the Everglades, maybe you're in Emprise de Lyon, whatever the fuck it's called. Maybe you're in Storm Coast. Maybe you're like on half of the biomes don't really correlate with the main story. Low key, they really don't, and that also like made it worse, you know. So that I mean that's the occasional obstacles. Dating simulator, yeah, they really made it the forefront in the story, 100%. I think I can get behind your mindset. I love the AI, but on replays, I wanted the companion moments to come quicker. I think the open world writing is what kills it a bit. Yep. That is actually, I agree. I 100% agree. I mean, that's pretty much the only bad thing about Inquisition. I would say the main bad thing is open world. You know, it doesn't correlate with the main quest most of the time. We really, it would have been way better if we cut half of the open world areas. I think there's like 10 or a little bit more. Cut them in half. Like, get half of them out the roster. The game is way better. And then it'd be more story focused too. But the companion moments were what made it exciting at times because the world and storyline itself seemed to drag at a certain point. Yeah, and the thing is, like, the main thing about the Inquisition, I love the fucking story about the game, but the open world shit just took too much away from the main moments. It really did. It actually fucking killed it. But it's not too bad, especially if you know where you're going, if it's like your third or fourth playthrough or some shit, and you're just like, okay, I gotta get out the hinterlands at this moment. I folded. I just coughed a lot. Fuck. Anyways, hinterlands. Like you know where the fuck you're going, pretty much. So it's a little bit more like you know what to do. So the game gets a bit quicker and shit. You can get to the fucking companion quests and like you know, main quests quicker because you know where you're going, you know what to expect and shit, and you know what to skip. Not one incorrect. Yeah, the Dragon Age 2 debatable, but yeah. Your description of every game is spot on. I only have played Inquisition once. Like coming from DAA 2, how fleshed out the characters were, I just didn't feel that way with DAI. I felt like a lot of their time went into making it an open world map. It wasn't a bad game, but part of the enjoyment with Dragon Age and characters felt different. I kind of feel the opposite. I mean, like, yeah, Dragon Age 2 was just like, you know, Dragon Age character stereotypes, low key. I mean, you got the bad mage, you know, who's secretly good, you know. I mean, that's in every game, but like, I just felt I just did not have a connection with Dragon Age 2 characters, bro. I'm sorry, like I didn't feel it. Some of them, but I mean, most of them, I just didn't feel any connection. Dragon Age Inquisition, I will say, I mean, I think the characters made sense in Inquisition. There were some really good character and like companions and shit, but yeah, I could see like, you know, a little bit of the stereotypes and shit, like some of them being somewhat like, oh, he killed my mom or something. No, nobody's mom died. Well, maybe they did, but I'm just giving like an example. Like, you killed my mom, and now I hate all moms and shit. So you know, yeah, some shit like that. I see where they're coming from. Yeah, it's some great quests, but a lot of time I was just trying to get to the next companion cutscene. Yeah, that's real, absolutely real, bro. I was trying to get to those fucking colon cutscenes, man. Yeah, that was pretty much it. But the thing is, you can also like use the mods on, if you're playing on PC, there's like mods where you can like skip that shit. Yeah, there's gonna be like God mode in Belgard pretty much. That's what people are gonna use God mode for. Absolutely insane. That's a whole other video. Yeah. And also what hurt Inquisition was like the war table missions and shit. But anyway, well, I'll do that in another video. But I agree with all of this. Dragon Age 2, debatable. But I mean, that's just my opinion. You know, I'm obviously more biased towards Inquisition because it was my first Dragon Age game, obviously. So it, you know, yeah. That's how it's always gonna be. You know, I'm gonna. I mean, I recognize the flaws in every game, but Inquisition, I know it's a 7 out of 10 game, but it's probably always gonna be like low key one of my favorite games of all time. Not gonna lie. So there you have it. That's it. Inquisition dating simulator, Dragon Age 2 emotional, and Origins the most immersive. I agree with 70 or 80% of this statement. But it's all the thing is with all the Dragon Age games, they're all different. Like they're all not the same, you know. They're all not the same. So you got different groups of people going in for like different reasons and shit. And that's why everyone's like really there's like a lot of negativity around Velgard because people are expecting like different things from like different games, and it's just not gonna be like that, bro. It's just not gonna be like that. Especially with the fucking people, the people who want or who have been like sticking with Origins and shit as their main game. Like, we want Origin back. We want dog. Give it. It's not coming back, bro. Like, you're screwed. I don't think you're ever getting it. I do want like Origins type game again, you know, but it ain't happening. Anyways, what do you think about this? You agree with them? Um, I somewhat agree. I just think like the companions in Dragon Age 2 just kind of dropped the ball for me. I still like the game, obviously. Like, you know, I love it. And it's not because it's like the worst Dragon Age game statistically, and you know, by, you know, the community kind of, you know, don't really like it. I mean, now it's getting love again, but I mean, yeah, originally like most people ain't like the game. It's the worst one. Makes sense, you know. They made that game in like 1.5 years. But I mean, I'll be chatting about dragonage for videos to come. Many videos, man. I got a lot to say about the fucking series before Velguard comes out. So yeah, if you like the video, like, comment, subscribe, yada yada, all that good shit. Alright, peace.
Shot at a black man and took his shoes. Customized my AR like a Black Ops 2. Just scammed a white kid out of some Gorilla Glue. I don't wanna fuck this bitch, she smell like poo poo.